On today's episode of The Fuck Is He Doing to Whichever Bike, I'm on a stunt build today. So I'm actually plotting on making me a stunt seat. So basically I'm gonna just jump straight into doing what I'm about to do. So the idea I'm going for is to actually sink in this some more and get a hole right here. I do need to get some more materials such as foam pad so I could actually lift the seat up a little bit more how I want to for the hole and everything, and a cover. So I'm just trying to figure out how exactly I'm gonna recover it. But basically if I go with just like the stock setup with it just being cut with the hole, end up cutting a hole in the leather and folding that in, stapling it down bottom and tugging the seat cover as tight as I can to get it to actually form over where I lowered it at. So I'm kind of going for, I want to be hugged into the seat a little bit more, so when I'm lifting while I'm sitting, I'm not sliding back, right? So that's what I'm going for. So I'm gonna just get started. I gotta remove the staples, so seat is already off. I haven't started anything yet because I wanted to record this one. And yeah, I got a strap if I want to put a strap back on this seat cover, which I probably don't. Seat cover isn't in the best condition. Realistically, I do plan on changing it, but for now I'm just gonna get the basis of everything going, so then that way I can get a good base. Now I do have another seat I could throw on this bike for now, like if I don't finish this type shit. I have another seat I could just throw on there for the moment, but realistically I'm gonna jump in. I think I'm at a good point to where I can give y'all an update. So for starters, the battery died on that. Cool, went inside because I forgot the other one, grabbed that one, started using it to actually file everything down. We'll sand it down because that's a sanding disc, and that battery died. So I'm gonna have to go inside and grab the other battery or just finish this tomorrow. But what's going on here is now I'm actually checking the fit on everything. I got the hole cut out, and I actually decided to go for a hump on the back, so then that way I give my foot more space to actually go on. Now the only thing is going to be figuring out the whole area right here. So let me pop this off and just show you what I'm working with. So if I get this cover off peacefully, I literally just cut that hole, right? So where's that one piece at? Where's that one piece at? I didn't cut it up. There we go. So originally I accidentally cut too far back, right? So you do want to keep, well, not you, this isn't an instructional video. I want to keep the latch part, obviously, so I can close the seat, right? Cool. So originally I did have the hole like that. Ended up cutting this out so I could put this back in, like I said. Oh no, I didn't even mention it, but I have to actually glue this back in, so then that way that will stay, right? Then I ended up using the piece that came out of here to make a hump so I could actually put my feet, well, yeah, so I could put my feet on here. I'm just gonna have to figure out a plate or something to go in between, so then that way I make sure that I got somewhere solid for when the time comes that I'm actually utilizing it for that purpose. Cool, get this out the way. Now I started to actually shape down the seat. So realistically I have a lot more I can actually lower the seat down so I could hug into the bike more. It's a lot of foam. Honestly, I didn't even realize how much it is, but it is a lot of foam that's up here. So I do have some more room I can go safely before I'm actually on the base. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I just need to change out the battery so I can actually keep filing this down and get the shape that I want. It's not gonna be today, at least on video. I don't know if that battery is even going to be charged enough if I go inside right now to switch batteries. I'll just figure that out once, I guess, I go. Waiting for my friend to come back. He actually went to his house to go grab his YZ. He's going to bring that over here, start to work on it at the shop. But either way, though, waiting for him to come back so I can go back, grab my other battery, put that one back on, and then, yeah. But realistically, this is kind of what it's going to look like. I kind of want to keep shaping this, but realistically, it's not really going to matter. Let me get that where it's actually going to be at. Okay. So, yeah, part of me kind of wants to keep reshaping it in this area. Bring that in some more and over to the top. Same thing with right here. Get that up some more. Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to shape this for now, but yeah, you see what I'm going for. Day 2 of turning the ground white like I'm snow. Anyway, so I've decided to actually make the hump higher. Why? Because that's how I want it. And I'm actually gonna end up putting a box inside of it, so in that way it actually keeps its shape when I step on it and everything. I have lips on the lower parts. I'm just trying to pull one out. So I have a lip under here. I'm gonna end up screwing these into the actual plastic through the bottom of the foam basically. And yeah, these are gonna stay in there like that. So basically the box is going to stay on the base of the seat. Now where the latch is, I did have to make a hole on that one so the latch actually still goes through, which is this one right here. Last thing I still got a couple things I need to do, but I need to go get some L brackets so I could actually screw either on the outside or inside, if not both, to make sure that it's secure. Get some L brackets and shape this how I'm actually gonna want it. So yeah, once I get this shaped up, then I could get this shaped, pull everything up, because I did cut it tall, so then that way I still have some room to trim, and yeah, I can go from there. Honestly, once I'm done with everything, I'm gonna drop the seat off at an upholstery shop and just have them do a custom upholstery for me. So realistically, I'm looking at maybe going with a brown and black seat combination. I don't know if I want dark brown or light brown, but kind of thinking diamond stitch in the center. All of this will be brown, right? Covering all of this. The hump would be brown, and then just the sides would be black. Where the brown is, black stitching. Where the black is, brown stitching. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know. I gotta see how I'm feeling, and honestly, what the price is gonna be realistically. As long as I'm paying a decent price, I don't mind. But that, and I do kind of want to get something embroidered in. I think I do want to get Budak clone embroidered up here. So yeah, it's gonna be a 1-of-1 seat on the stunt bike, but you can kind of see how the shape is gonna be. Kinda. Once again, let me actually get that shaped up. I'm gonna push that that side back, so it's actually basically straight perpendicular that way. And yeah, I think I'll be good there. Custom seat coming together. Got it way lower than what it was. And yeah, I gotta get that all figured out. Making a box for it to actually keep everything sturdy and shit. But yeah, it's gonna be a 1-of-1. On day 3 of making a stunt seat. So what I've done is, like I mentioned before, I already got this area how I want it basically. realistically, if I want to, I can actually dip it some more over here in the middle, which I might just do in the back. I might just do that, dip it in. Now I ended up making a box. Now I know you see all the brackets in there. So basically I got 20 brackets that's going to be holding this together with 80 screws. 20 brackets, 80 screws. So then that way this box is actually a part of the seat itself. Now I still got to do some screwing to the inner screws, right, on these, on here, and on here. On the outer screws, those are fine. I did those well, actually I did this one while it was off, and while this side was off, I screwed all of those in because I could reach the screw in, or the screwdriver in. And I've actually been having to use just my screwdriver bit to screw these in. It's a very tight space, not gonna lie about that, but I'm gonna get those screwed in, get this all solid, and then I should be able to call it with this seat. The only thing I'm gonna have to do is just drop it off to get upholstered. Now I do want to go to custom seat cover for it, so it's going to be a matter of how much is it going to cost me to get this custom seat cover, and how long is it going to take. Honestly, I don't really care about the cost, just because of how much money I'm saving just by doing things myself, because there isn't even a seat like this out there. Now, as far as a stunt seat, excuse me, as far as a stunt seat for the Groms, the only ones that I seen were ones with the taller humps on the back. Other than that though, I'm not really seeing many options for the OG seats. So yeah, I wanted a hole in my seat, and I don't know, I just got a little crazy. Now I will say this, I did actually do a couple test rides before I actually got everything bolted up. I'm actually about to hop on it in a minute and see how it feels. Just wanted to give an update, but I will say this, the box, this part actually kind of comes in handy as a backrest. So if you're just sitting straight up, you're not gonna be against it, but if you do decide to lean back some, your back can actually lean against it. And realistically, I can lean my back on there and grab the what is this again, the 12 bar, and just cruise down the street realistically if I want to. It's just, you know, it's just a little perk of it. But I know some people are probably looking like, but why this big ass, tall ass fucking plate? I don't know, just being honest. It's just proof of concept here. Proof of concept. Now I will say this, if push comes to shove and it's difficult for me to get my foot in because of how tall it is, I'll cut it short. That's not an issue. I do still have the original hump that I was originally going to go with under here, so I can actually just cut that short. But like I said, this is more so a proof of concept thing. So with that being said, I'm going to hop on it real quick because I actually have to go to my other garage, get a stubby screwdriver to actually help me screw the rest of those in. And yeah, I think I'll be done with this seat. Think I'll be done with it, but it is solid. It is solid, and it's not even fully screwed in yet, but it is still solid, so that's a good thing. So yeah, I do got a little bit of a backrest right here. I was kind of concerned because I did go a little bit deep. I did go a little bit deep over here, but I'ma still have the support because of the box. Now with that being said, yeah, let me take it for a ride and go get this fucking screwdriver so I can finish screwing it in. So basically, before I decide to go inside, I just drew up some lines. Basically, I'm looking at it like these would be the stitch lines, right? So I just need to figure out the color combination that I want to go with. Definitely know I don't want to do white because it's going to be a bike that gets dirty, so I don't want to go through that with a white seat. I'm thinking honestly some shade of brown and black, but then again, I don't know what color I'm gonna paint the bike yet, so I don't know if that brown is gonna mesh with this green. But anyway, need to figure out what color I'm gonna paint the bike. And yeah, so basically how I'm thinking is if I were to go brown and black, this will be black, this will be brown, right? So the center part, the main part will be brown with black straps going across it, right? Sides black, this is all black. I would want this to be all brown, right? The top part. And I'm gonna end up getting some embroidered emblems, so then that way I could actually have them stitched onto the material. 190cc on both sides, and it's gonna say "Boo That Clone" over here. I don't know if it's exactly gonna look something like this, but I was looking at something with the arrow similar. So there's that, and a patch back here too. I'm gonna end up getting another patch. I just don't know what type of patch yet, but this is basically gonna be like the basic design of it. So like I said, this is gonna end up being brown. Everything inside of here is gonna be brown. This is all gonna be black, and the straps going across is gonna be black. That's gonna be brown. Yeah, that's just the concept. Honestly, don't know how I'm feeling about the brown. It just really depends on what color I'm gonna paint this bike. So I just need to stop playing and figure out when I can just drop what I'm doing and paint this bike. Really just gotta sand and scuff. I ain't even really gonna go all out on it because look at the shape of the plastics. They're already like damaged. This is how I bought it. So that's the reason why it ended up becoming the stunt bike, because I knew I was gonna drop it. It's gonna be some drift stitch going on in certain places. Yeah, I gotta fix that. So yeah, I'm not really too pressed about having it coming out beautiful. You feel me? So yeah, just need to figure out what color I'm gonna paint it so I could clean it up, scuff it up, and just get it painted over. Definitely need to clean it because there was a lot of dust from off of the seat, and it's still mud on here from my last little adventure. One thing I didn't think about was the fact that I will be riding to the lot with my bag, with my tools, because I always carry my tools with me. Right, so with that being said, this is how I have to actually ride. So I'm sitting right in here, and then there's just this big gap with the book bag with the straps all the way out, and it has me basically tugged. If I try to lean forward, I'm basically gonna have to have the bag sitting up here, which won't be an issue. It's just gonna be something I'm gonna have to get used to when I'm just riding to lots, but that's about the only time that's gonna be an issue, is when I'm riding to lots. When I'm at the lot, it's not gonna be of concern because the book bag is gonna be off my back. Now, once I get my bikes to a point where I feel like I don't need that bag, then that's a different story. I won't be carrying the tools, the bag will be lighter or whatever, it may be empty or I don't know. But anyway, not there yet. I'm almost there. I've taken these bikes out on a couple rides and I haven't had to bust out a single tool anytime. So that's a good thing. But with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna just have to get used to I guess riding with my bag on my 12 bar, which I guess lucky for me that I did buy the 12 bar, because otherwise the bag would be hanging off of the back of the bike. It would be hanging off of the back of the bike. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go in. The seat is ready. It's a Saturday, so I probably won't be able to drop this off for another couple days. So yeah, I'll see if there's anything else I need to do, which actually, I'm sorry, there is a couple things. Just need to finish putting screws in and I'll paint it, just so when you're looking at it from the side you don't see the wood, because yeah, I see the wood. That and weathering. So basically, if I get caught in the rain, I don't want it to get soaked into the wood. This is just a temporary solution. I do want to actually get maybe a metal box put in instead of wood, so then that way it's actually rigid, sturdy, and it is damn near weather resistant as long as I paint it. But yeah, once again, I will see y'all when I'm actually either gonna drop that off or pick it up.